Rainbow Six in 2017 was a whole lot different than it is today. With less than half of the current operators, a flicky movement system, and a very simple meta, it was a completely different game than the one we have now. Or was it? I was scrolling through some of my very old videos from back when I played competitively, and I found some scrimmages from the good old days of Rainbow Six, and it is surprisingly similar to the game we have now. Yes, it looks very different, and it is, but in terms of how to play the game and the fundamentals, it's the exact same. That's why today I'm going back in time to 2017 to coach myself, because honestly, a lot of the mistakes I was making, many players are still making today. We got the young Pox. We got the old bomb styles. We can see through the bomb, dude. The quick leans. This is crazy, man. The old logos, too. The old logos at the top and the old UI. Insane. Okay, so obviously this is a scrim, so it's a little different than what you would see in a ranked game. But in a ranked game, you could still like try to imitate this. Like the more you try to imitate like a comp team, the better you'll probably do with your friends, because then you're actually holding positions, you're communicating better, you're understanding what's going on better, and the more information, the easier it's going to be to win. So regardless of the fact it's a scrim, there's still a lot we can learn here, right? Absolutely no need to do this. Literally no need to do this whatsoever. There's 8 seconds. There's 8 seconds left. She has to literally plant the bomb in 8 seconds. If we just don't peek her, she has to plant or push us. If she pushes us, she can't kill both of us because we're so far apart. So if she pushes Bandit, kill Bandit, and I hide, we just win. If we both hide, she pushes me, she kills me, she starts to plant, Bandit runs up and kills her, right? There's no possible way for her to win this as long as Bandit and I don't peek. But instead we just be peeking. Instead we just be peeking, which is a little unnecessary. You know, we won the round, but it's unnecessary. You see, we're just sprinting at him. We're just sprinting at the last guy for literally no reason at all. Oh my god, the old border loading screen is so hot.
He's a good Ash, though.
Look at the operators, dude. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 ops, and there's 35 on each side now. That's wild, man. That's wild. Oh yeah, it flips every round. I forgot. This is when it switched every round. Let's see the droning. Let's see how the droning is. Just driving the drone straight into sight. This is a bit of a troll. Oh, I actually caught myself there. I said, what am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I driving it right in? Honestly, this is like a habit I still have. Is just driving my drone straight into sight. I actually broke that habit eventually by the time I like stopped playing comp. I had the habit of actually playing my drones right. And then I started playing ranked all the time, just driving my drone straight into sight, and ranked 2.0s really crushed that for me. So, yeah. I mean, if you want to do better, have more information. Have more information means save more drones. So if you save your drone in the prep phase, then you'll have it for later in the round, and you'll be better off. But then again, with 6-pick and stuff, it is kind of nice to get information on the site. So it's not like the worst thing, but it's definitely better to save your drone, especially if your whole team's driving them into the building and losing them off the start, which is a really, really bad habit, especially in the like mid-tier ranks. So start saving your drones if you're in that middle tier rank. Turn my face cam off. Can't see my beautiful little young 17-year-old face anymore. All right, so I'm droning my teammate in here.
Waiting's clear. I'm checking behind the wall. Yeah, waiting's completely clear. I'm checking dollars. Watch your hallway to your left. Where are we going?
That's actually pretty decent droning. It's okay because I'm actively droning him in. I should be saying every single thing that's clear and what is safe and what isn't. That way he knows. I could be saying a little less, like more like this room's clear rather than like every single corner and like giving info on every single corner. Because like when I finish droning, I'll be like, okay, this room's clear. You can push in and just make sure you're watching this and be a little more calm. It's a little chaotic with the callouts. And you don't want like the comms like super stressed and cluttered and intense all the time, you know?
You can wallbang him, pal. You can wallbang him.
All in the wallbang out, fair enough. Soft wall. He did shoot the drone, but that's fine. All right, so we're clearing the pulse out underneath. We're gonna do that first, so that way you can't see for the plant. Very important, depending on where you're trying to plant. But you know, as long as you're doing things as a team, it's fine. So that was like a fine move, you know? The droning was pretty good. Kept my second drone alive. Where are we going now?
I need Thatcher. No, I got the buck.
Teammate needs a Thatcher, so we're going up to the wall. Probably could have spent a little less time droning afterwards. You know, just so I could be here for my teammate faster, or even like come up to the balcony first, then drone hashing underneath after, but that's pretty nitpicky. Picking up on the flank is huge here, knowing that nobody's watching it. If we get flanked in a 2v5 and they get like a double kill on the flank, then it's a 2v3. Much harder to win. So when you're in this man advantage, you really want to be passive and be smart and like pick up all the areas that you are lacking in, because if they make that big play, it could win them the round. So make sure you stop the chance of them making that big play rather than like trying to run at them and trying to kill them. Stop them from making the plays, because that's all they can do right now. If you're on the other team right now, you got to make a big play. You got to try and make a big play to win the round.
Push army. What are you guys doing going
Oh,
there?
they're making a big play. They're making a big play. It's a 2v3. This is my biggest fear. So the team spread out too much. We didn't bunch up. We picked different ways to go, and we gave them chances to mess us up. You couldn't even punch mirrors here, went back in the day here. I'm not planting. Oh, just break the barb, dude. There's no reason to walk through the barb. Just break it. There's no rush. Just break the barb. That way, if you do have to get off the plant, you can escape.
I'm gonna stay half wall.
No need to cross. You can just play it from the armory wall. Open the mirror, play from the other side of the mirror.
No, I can't.
Hold a better angle from outside. Like, I think the thought process here is, oh, if I go to half wall, then we have a guy on each side, we can play a trade. But running across the open, completely unnecessary, right? You can stay outside and hold an angle on this swing from farther back. Even from the, I don't know if the rappel was a thing back then, but like, even from further back, you can stay and hold a longer angle. And you have better guns as attackers. I have a 2.5 sight. I can win that gunfight, right? Doing it this way, it's just a little more risky and a little more unnecessary. So yeah, just hang it with Ash. Play together, you know, you'll be fine. This is just completely unnecessary aggression. And I find that's like one of my weakest things when I started playing comp, which this would have been like my first year playing comp. I wasn't too good, but like the over-aggression and the unnecessary aggression is like a big flaw in like a ton of people. Even people that play the game still, like it's just over-aggression. And that's one of the worst habits I have right now probably in ranked is like, I'm just playing for the clip, you know, I'm just swinging them. So something that can be avoided. Oh my goodness. Look at this. How many we got here? 17. So 17 and 16. 17 defenders, 6. Dude, this is so wild to see. With both sides combined, there's not even enough operators to fill one side of the current operator list. Like Ella was the newest op. I remember when Ella came out. Because Ella, Legion, and Ying all came out the same season because they released 3 operators that season. I can't remember why they did that, but then, yeah, it's weird. All right, I was a Mira main on my team. Kind of one of the best Mira players in the world here. I played support, obviously, doing the setup. This is all stuff that was pre-planned, so...
Oh shit, yeah, my bad.
Communication.
Remember where I said to put your mirror?
Messed up my setup, dude. Bandit on the Mira, wow. Because people would just play Hib and Hib it off.
No.
Wow, this is such an old style of hole, dude. Mira was so strong, too, that, like, you would just bring her and bring Bandit and you're good to go. Kate didn't exist, you know? Like, how are we supposed to open this Mira? They could Thatcher it and Hibana it. But if we had the guys upstairs, we could make holes and, like, shoot it off, I guess. I don't know if that was, like, something that was in the plan back then, but teammate completely dead. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but I should be on the cameras. Like, I am literally doing nothing for a minute straight besides worrying about my team. And I could just be flipping through the cams, seeing where the drones are coming from, see where the enemy's pushing from, seeing what's going on, just getting more info. It probably is my job to not be on cams just in case they rush. I always had this, like, big fear of, like, oh, they're just going to, like, rush and it's going to be my fault. So I, like, got to make sure I'm not on the cameras and make sure I'm good. But, like, this is the ideal time to be on the cameras. I have another guy in sight. Like, if they start rushing the site, my teammate's going to know. He'll tell me to get off the cams. I can get off the cams. It's not a big deal. And they're not going to be rushing the site a minute into the round. So I could definitely be on the cameras right now. And that could have been why my teammate died, because he was just up there and had no idea that they were up there. And none of us were paying attention. And none of us were on the cams. So you definitely want to help your roamers by getting on the cams and just calling out where they're coming from. Just so they're not getting surprised. Like, right there, he's like, oh, he's in office. Oh. It's like, oh, my bad. I probably could have told you that if I was on, like, the east cam or whatever. And also just, like, boxing your whole team into sight like this. It's not ideal. You know, you could extend out a little bit more.
Look left.
And now we're trying to peek, like, ridiculous angles on the hatch, which are definitely not to our advantage. Yeah. Because now so basically, because our roamer died early, because I wasn't on the cameras, they got vertical control really fast, could open the hatch, could add a lot of pressure to the site, and then we have to take all these unadvantageous fights because of the fact that we, like, didn't contest more early on and didn't actually waste enough time early on. So wasting the time early on, extending outside of the bomb site so you can take fights that are to your advantage rather than having to take all the ones that you have to take at the end of the round would produce better results, essentially. I'm trying to produce a baby with your mom. All right, and yeah, obviously he's not winning that, you know. I don't have any kills, probably because I'm playing like a little bitch. Then again, at the time, my teammates did kind of like force me to stay alive all the time. It was a big thing that I was like, you can't die, you can't die, you can't die, you can't die. Which was like, I think is a terrible mindset to have. If you're like saying that you can't make any plays, you can't do anything that like would be smart because you should always be in fear of dying is like you know, you want the confidence as well. So instead of telling your teammates like, don't die, just be like, just give them some faith in themselves. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm joining my teammates here. No need to scan. Don't scan them. Don't scan them. Why am I scanning? There's no need to scan. The scan, yeah, you want like the scan just says, "Hey, we have information on you." Let's run this back a bit here.
Pressure from the other side, okay?
Right now, she doesn't know I'm droning her. Stop moving the drone. If I just tuck it under here and stop driving around, she's not going to hear it driving around and she's not going to shoot it and she's not going to know that we know where she is. And she'll stay still. And if she's staying still, you can call her out and your teammate can kill her. Free kill. But instead of driving around, juking, scanning, like there's no need. There's no need. She doesn't know. Now she knows. Now she runs away. She knows she's scanned. She runs away. Shoots the drone. Not only do I lose the info, but we lose a free kill. And it's just a complete mess. Don't scan and don't move your drone when they don't know that you have it on them. Okay? Very simple. It's so crazy how much of this stuff applies to the game right now. Like, despite the fact that everything is so different, it's really just the fundamentals are so similar. Oh yeah, this is when Ella was super OP too. She had the Scorpion with like a 50-round mag and it was a laser and her Elemines will like concuss you and you can't see straight. It was so good. Which makes Thatcher even better because you can EMP the traps, obviously. And Thatcher at the time destroyed the traps too. So it wouldn't just disable them. It was actually destroy bandit batteries, destroy Elemines, destroy traps. It was great. Ooh, old shields, no slit. Looks like a prison. Fucking black and white stripes, dude. I'm a whiff god clearly here, but I remember my teammates at the time had really good aim and I did not. And so that was definitely a big insecurity for me. So it was like I did not feel confident in myself for sure. And then my teammates would slander me a lot of the time. Or like I was like the runt of the team essentially. Like I was like, "Oh, I'm on like a real good team now." This team was like powerhouse and I was like, "Oh, I've got to like be good because these guys are really good." And so I definitely felt like the bum of the team. So I always felt like I had to do well, and like if I didn't, then it's like, oh, like I'm the problem, you know. And I think my teammates also felt that way. But then I went on to playing Challenger League, so you know, stay humble. What the hell is this strat, dude? I'm tucked in a corner with a mirror window, hoping that I don't die, I guess. Like hoping I don't get droned. Like, is this just a prank? Am I pranking right now? Basically, if they drone me out, I can't escape. So I'm just dead. You don't want to lock yourself in a position where it's one drone. If the solution to beating you is one drone, you don't want to play there. So I think this is just a flawed strat by our team here. But we'll see. It could work, you know. If that's a strat, you got to believe, you know. There's the drone. There's the ash charge. At least I can rotate now. They actually made an escape route for me, which was a bit of a troll. Flashbangs were horrible back then. They kind of overcomplicated the solution. The solution to this, if you see a guy sitting in a corner like this, you just leave one person. You leave one person there to cut his rotate off, and you're good. The mirror window isn't actually achieving anything. I'm pretty sure you can hold this like ash rotate from the CC window, so he could just stare down, and I can't peek the mirror. I can't escape. I can't do anything. And I'm essentially completely useless, along with my ability. That was a troll by them. And the strat actually works somehow. I miss playing comp. Oh, so fun. It was so fun. We should bring it back. I should bring the Poxstock competitor back. Again, the scanning. We're droning the exact same thing. Literally, the drones are stacked up like a freaking stack of pancakes, dude. They're just lined up on top of each other. There's absolutely no reason to be droning the exact same thing. Especially when you're driving. Don't drive the drone right under their ankles, dude. There's no reason to drive it under their ankles. Like, I'm at your toes. Look at your toes, dude. No, just like sit it in a good spot. I can see some stuff. Call him out. You can say this general area, and then he doesn't know. And then he doesn't know you're droning him. So especially when you play better players and they actually will shoot your drones and like be able to flick onto them a lot easier and stuff. That's one thing I worked on a lot though, you know, and I got a lot better at it. Not in ranked, but in comp I got a lot better at droning. Became a real solid support player, I would say. So
He's on stone,
he's tucked in the corner. He's stuck. He's trapped. I'm holding him. This is a predictable angle, I would say. So this is something a lot of people do too. They hold these like predictable angles. If this guy runs away from our guys, I just shot through the door. He knows I'm holding this angle, so he just pre-fires me. But if I like open the whole door and go prone in the middle of the room, like in the middle of the laneway, he's gonna be like, this dude's just prone in the middle of the lane. What is this guy doing? And then I'm still cutting him off on the rotate. Or if he sprints past my line of sight, he could sprint past my line of sight here too. So it's just not a great way to do it. Plus I'm exposed to this. I can't watch both at the same time. And I have the diffuser. So it's just really all in all not a great look for me. And I'm whiffing once again. Classic.
Another one army.
5 seconds, yeah. Well. A little bit of time management issues there, you know, something that comes with practice. Honestly, if I didn't have the diffuser there and my teammates have the diffuser, I can hold that long angle right into armory. They can even double up on the archives door and take that guy out and plant stone, which is what my team was calling. I don't call it stone anymore. It's just bricks usually. Yeah, it was unfortunate that I had the diffuser and nobody was actually playing my spot. So that was just a bit of a team mix up there, but it's nothing to like freak out about, you know? Especially when you're up, when you have the lead, there's no reason to freak out, dude. There's no reason to freak out. It's just like, oh, we messed up a little bit. Well, let's just go to the next round. Let's not worry about it. Let's forget about it. That way you can actually go into the next round with some hope, you know, with some confidence rather than going in and being like, we threw, no, we suck, we're the worst. And then you just like lose the next 3 rounds straight, which hopefully that's not what happens here. I don't know what's going to happen. Look at this setup, dude. Oh my gosh, open the whole army wall. I kind of like it. I'm kind of rocking with it. Especially because they can't punch mirror windows, remember? Again, not on cams. I don't think I've gone on cams a single time this game. Definitely get on cameras. That's, I mean, it seems simple to me now, but apparently it's not because I just never did it. When it's safe, get on cams. That's what I would say. And if you're on site, you're pretty safe. They're not going to just run out of mirror window, you know what I mean? Oh, we got our first kill of the game. We got a kill, baby. I think that was my first kill. Maybe I got another kill already. Maybe second kill. I mean, that's a good way to support your roamers, just to play underneath, open the hatch, make a floor hole, hold a doorway for them. Then they don't have to worry about being pushed from there. Vertical play is huge. Vertical play is huge if you can get it or understand it or like know what looks to where and make a hole. And like that's pretty like beginner tip, but it's a very, very good tip. It's, you know, it's a very important part of the game, I would say. 15 seconds. We have diffuser. You don't even need diffuser to play passive in this situation. If you have 10 seconds left and you don't have diffuser, just hide. Just hide, bro. Unless you know he's planting in the site or something, just hide. Because if he doesn't plant, you are going to win. If he starts planting in the last second, you can sprint at him. You know what I mean? So it's just hide. Just hide. Even in this case, we have diffuser outside. If my teammate dies, I want to... You know, why panic at the last second in 1v1? Just chill. Everybody just chill. That was our border game from 2017. Interesting game. Oh, we got old consulate. That's going to be it for today. But, you know, if you want a part 2, I could pump one out. I'm just saying, if you like the video, there's potential, okay? Because Old Siege, it was great. It was great, and I love it. So, yeah, hope you had a fun time going back to the future with me. Peace out.